Whoa, that's my bad. What it do, Kripple Krew? I haven't failed the first flick in a lot of live streams. But what it do, and welcome to another Tactical Tuesdays with EDC with DBD. That's me, also known as Disabled But Deadly. I hope y'all having a killer week so far. We're gonna start off at the top of the chat saying what it do to Laser Ghost Knives, aka Donnie B, aka Donald Bless Knives, aka Donzo the effing Clown. Good morning. Angelo, my man, what it do? NFK, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? What's good today? We've got our sis Kelly. Kelly's Mismash. What's going on? Paul Mills, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? First reminder of the day, if you are in the vertical stream and you would prefer to chat in the horizontal, the link is pinned. Josh 304, what it do? But don't forget to stab that like button before you bounce out the vert. Steve L, member of Kripple Krew Inc. I gotta say thank you, brother. I appreciate you, and we are about to show the Christmas gift that my homeboy sent to me and the inspiration for today's all ultim, except for the fifth pocket, carry. This is another Christmas gift that you guys saw this weekend that I received from our brother War Room, along with the dope paracord gear that I will show right now from our sis Kelly White. This particular CRKT, let me drop that real quick and I'll finish saying hello in a minute. I just want to show this awesome gear from our sis. We've got a camo monkey fist to go with my red and gold one that's right here. There'll be, put this one right here as well. You know, here is a pretty good place to put stuff. And then we've got a matching paracord keychain. Hell yeah. Our sis does awesome paracord work. Hit her up. But she also has some CRKT Pilars that our brother, the legendary Jimmy Krew, has customized. They are all different. Some are shipwrecked. This one has this like diamond crosshatch pattern, and then this weathered and beaten, like war, you know, battle look to it that I really, really like. And I'm telling you, this is one banger ass fifth pocket knife. So sharp, so comfortable. Definitely got that little big knife feel because you get a full 4-finger grip. And I don't know if this is stock. I don't believe these come with them. I think our sis added these stainless back spacers, and it just really classes up what is one of the best, like, sub $30 pocket knives you can get. We're going to talk about the other Christmas gift from our brother Steve L in a minute, but we're going to keep rolling through the chat. I got to get caught up. B-Shake-D, what's up, brethren? What was the pregame today? I was working on some Terpgasm flowers and some GDP wax. Freaking commercials. Lone Star Cowboy checking in from Turkey. Carry of the day, Cold Steel Tiger Claw and Civivi Brigand. I like it. Boz Beast, my Dutch homie, what it do? How you doing today? Hope you're having a killer day. I hope you had a killer day. I know it's evening time now. Josh, if you are in the if you want to bounce to the horizontal chat, it'll be easier to see all the chats. I'm running it this way for Tuesdays for the moment. I'm trying it out because Tuesday is a day that we gain subscribers and brand new members of the Kripple Crew who stay. So I don't want to give up my verts. But because of this new Mars system, the links don't work right yet in the verticals. So I'm running it both ways so that when I share my screen, you can see it in the horizontals. So if you prefer the horizontals to chat in, by all means, the link is posted in the pinned description of the vert. You can go to the horizontal hang. If you just want to kick it in the vert and lurk, you're welcome to. There's only 2 left. How much are these, Kelly? Oh, I saw that, brother. I saw that on your Nafi picture today. How you liking it? I've got to get a decay. I have to get a decay because I'm loving the sustain. You guys know that. This thing has been hard. Even when I'm not carrying it, I'm not putting it away. I put it on my desk, and while I'm doing other things, I find myself playing with this front flipper totally absent-mindedly. It's a front flipper that you can fidget with without thinking about. It's just that good. So I've been loving the sustain. I definitely need to check out this all-tie decay. Yeah, Jimmy Krew killed the Pilars. Absolutely killed the Pilars. 2 cents of nonsense. Not a bad name. I dig it. Welcome to the Kripple Crew. I personally do not currently have any ZT knives. I have reviewed a few on this channel, and I do dig them. I just haven't added any to my collection yet. I do want some. Okay, they do come with those backspacers. That's awesome. There's the link to check them out. Matter of fact, I'm going to click that link. And we're going to check those out in a minute. Just number 3 and 4 are available. Oh, yo. We're going to show that real quick, and then I will continue saying hello in the chats. If I haven't said hello yet, I'm going to. Trust. But check out these Pilars that our sis Kelly has. Number 3 and number 4 are still available. These are copper scales customized by our brother, Jimmy Krew. This one's got this dope, like, dimpled pattern and this acid wash, it looks like. It could be lighting. But, and brushed finish. And this is just wild. I'd call that the Tequila Sunrise Copper. Both of those are available right now. Those came out awesome. What a cool idea, sis. I dig it. Trouble Bunny, what it do, sis? How are you? Blue Minotti effing Ninja. One of the long-time members of Kripple Crew Inc., my brother. You guys know how much he's helped me. Don't forget to check out the Blue Minotti Dojo. You can get your Blue Minotti and Twisted Sis merch. Oh, dope. NFK. Back to stacking months again. I appreciate you. Welcome back, member for 1 month now. Heck yeah, brother. So glad to have you as part of Kripple Krew Inc. Thank you for your support. Arc form salute. Speaking of, who's buying the Flightanium theory? Don't forget, code EDC with DBD saves 10%. I've got to get one of those. Less than $200. K Mason, member of Kripple Krew Inc., dropping them badass emojis. Yeah. Jim Miller, checking in and out. What it do, member of Kripple Krew Inc.? I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for popping in. Josh says, I think I'm here. Old school rocker, Mama Luke. Good to see you. I'm having a terrific Tuesday. I hope your week has started off fantastic. We still scrolling. Be shady, kicking it in that Vert chat. I'm doing it for $70. That's a very fair for the time, effort, the money that's actually into these. That is very fair. I mean, I know the Pilar is not an expensive knife, but it is a damn good knife. And then you are getting a custom copper scale that has been, made one of a kind by our brother Jimmy Krew. It's an awesome idea by our sister Kelly. I don't know if you get the paracord. Yeah, you get some paracord items also. Yeah. So, I mean, you get great paracord work. You get a beautiful CRKT Pilar. Like $70, only 2 left. Talk about a fantastic Christmas gift for somebody. This was the first Christmas gift I received this year, and I loved when I opened it up. I was very happy. It's as comfortable, almost. Not, I can't say it's as comfortable. It's almost as comfortable as the $250 Lynch Northwest Giant Mouse Ace Riv, also designed by Vox. We'll compare them in a bit. Shay, what up, though? Watching and lurking from the office. Good to see you, Shay. Hope you having a killer week. Henry G, my man, what it do? Blind Wolf Fury, he's working and lurking. Hey, Sky, we're on in the background. Good to see you, my brother, member Kripple Krew Inc. Hope you're having a good day at work. If he doesn't tag you, it ain't because he love you. It's just because he's busy making that dollar while listening to some knife content. Blind Wolf Fury, I gotta say, was the first person to reorder from the Kripple Krew Gear Corner. He has ordered twice now. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, well, let's show those right quick. Folks, if you want to see the ones that are still available, let's do this. There is the Tequila Sunrise. And there's the Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, so it's not an acid wash blade. It was the lighting, but it does look phenomenal. I'm gonna call that the Bonnie and Clyde because it looks old school and it looks like it's got all shot up. So you can get the Bonnie and Clyde or the Tequila Sunrise still for $70 with paracord gear. Man, if you don't want to give it to somebody else, it's a great Christmas gift for yourself. You know? Still scrolling. Promise my girl don't buy more knives this year after my 80/20, and I failed with flying colors. That's okay, brother, because she never believed you in the first place. Think I'm getting caught up on the chat. Still scrolling. Jason Feature, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anybody at the office for a few more hours. Hell yeah. Say what up, though, to the homies. I appreciate you, Shay. She'll put a lanyard on it if you ask. Yeah, she does a little bit of that also. You know, this one at least has a coating on it that has not, I can't smell it if I put my face to it. It doesn't smell like copper, and my hand, it hasn't been smelling like copper over the last, and I've had it for 2 days now. Hey, what's up? You was the first person I said good morning to, because you was the first person in the chat. I appreciate you, Donnie. Good afternoon. Hope you having a killer day. Yeah, nah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Awesome. They didn't even notice, brother. What's up, Neil Mudd, my brother, member Kripple Krew Inc. He had to stop by and grab a paper, but I asked him to not disturb the dogs because when they know it's him, they go nuts. And I didn't want them going nuts during the live stream. Yeah, just regular blades. No, it was just the shape. It was just the lighting on it. The regular satin finish looks phenomenal. It's you've got knives modded. There's the scale modded by our brother Jimmy Krew, and the knife itself modded by our sis Kelly. I mean, come on. Only 2 left. BNA, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Checking in, as the human cheat code says. Early day, fellas. Hell yeah, checking in on the vert side. Got my tack knife slutter in. Yes. Man, if you use code DBD or EDC with DBD 20, they're only $72 for the tack knife slugger. Insane. We'll take a look at one of those later. Dealing with cold weather, 14 for a high. Nah, that's no cool. Yeah, Jimmy put 2 clear coats on them. Okay, see, I could tell one by the look, obviously, but I knew there was something on it because you can't smell. Mud's not chatting at the moment because he's driving and trying not to die, but he'll check in later. SC Knife Monkey checking in on the vertical side. What it do, homie? What it do? If you do want to hang out on the horizontal side, SC, that link is pinned in your chat. All right, we are caught up. So I want to say, you got some Flightanium copper on the Shaman, but they're smelly. Maybe talk to Jimmy about what he's using for clear coats, homie. I want to say thank you to everybody who watches these live streams on the replay. Even if you can't kick it with the crew in real time, I still appreciate your support. Today's carry. Obviously, you can tell I'm rocking the Arc Form Saber, Ultim, and 20 CV. This was a trade with my brother Jimmy Krew. Good to see you in the right side, on the horizontal side. SC. I've got the Molsec 808 Sustain S35VN Ultim titanium clip, titanium backspacer, all for only $90 after code DBD. We have the only non-Ultim, the Jimmy Krew and Kelly's Mishmash customized CRKT Pilar, a Christmas gift from my brother War Room. We are rocking my first Spyderco, my original PM2 S45 VN with those Cerberus made in the USA Ultim scales and a Lynch Northwest Ultim clip, titanium deep carry clip. I like that. BNA says was in the vertical live. F that. For the fixie today, in Lagatha's position, she's okay with it every once in a while because this is Aries' first production knife. This is the Kubi and Aries EDC Bloom. You can get these in micarta or Ultim for a stupid deal at White Mountain Knives, less than $50 after code DBD. And if you go to the Kubi website, you can get the Aries EDC Thorn for only $64 after code DBD. Saves 20 frickin' %. Yes, mods will be posting links in the Vert chats. I said Vert. Scourge! Mods will be posting links in the horizontal chat. There we go. Get a rope. Okay. Your mama liked my hands. So, I got no complaints last night. Also, in today's Kripple Carry, a gift for, yes they do, Freyden Knife and Locks, our Safe and Lock store, has a dope exclusive under their own brand coming out soon. A member of Kripple Krew Inc., our homie Steve L., said he saw something that I had to have in my collection, and he gifted this to me. It arrived yesterday. This is one very sharp and very thick tactical Ultim spike. Ultim, as we know, is non-magnetic. This sheath is, heated closed, but then secured without any metal at all. For me, this is a decorative item. I just think this is really cool to have on my desk, obviously. But Evil Homie BDB says non-magnetic means nothing go beep at concerts and games and, wrestling events and such. Evil Homie BDB about that stealth EDC life, as we know. And I'm going to tell you, this rides in my fifth pocket. Of course, one more again, I have big fifth pockets. My fifth pocket is truly a magazine pocket. It's not really technically the tucked away fifth pocket. I have a magazine pocket on my 511 tactical pants. I drop this in there with the paracord, and it's just low enough to disappear. And when I pull it up, this catches the edge of my pocket, and I can pull it out, ready to go. Love it. Later, dude. He must have got bounced. Mods don't suffer trolls lightly. Yep, he was. Love you guys. Yeah, Ariat also has huge fifth pockets. Homie Mud was showing me that. He just got a new pair of Ariats. And he was like, dude, I can put any of my knives in this pocket. So that's today's Ultim plus copper. Gary. Huge shout out to brother Stephen L. for inspiring today's Gary with the Christmas spike. Gabe Harlan. Hey, they pissed me off enough. Eyeing a Dimco Nano. Dude, I love the Nano Shark, especially the Shark Foot. It looks way cooler than the clip, even though the clip is cute. Hey, as we know, it's always easier to ask forgiveness than permission. Especially, if you buy her something too. Yeah, but I want a shark foot so bad in my collection. The shark foot, I mean, that's not a shark foot, a nano shark. A nano shark and an 80-20.5. I need both. I mean, man, I can't talk. AD20. I need a big boy and a nano shark, a little boy. I have 80-20.5s and shark gub. Yeah. Or visited through the back. Should have visited through the back. Palmer Conley, what it do? You're currently kicking it in the vert chat, which is totally cool. But if you want to hang out in the horizontal where a lot of the cool kids are, that link is pinned in your description, homie. Couch ain't so bad anyway. Yeah, get a good couch and it's all good. Plus, you always sleep a little bit better when you're cuddling that new knife, right? Mud has a little Mud was gifted a little flipper that looks like a shark. It's almost like a small money clip size blade. Is Mrs. Deadly taking notes? Christmas is 17 days away. Yeah, Christmas is so close. It's nuts. This year has gone by so fast. Crazy fast. I'm going to move some of this Ultim. We'll set it aside for a moment. Some of the stuff that we're going to be seeing throughout this week. I don't know who saw it, but yesterday I did upload my review on the Sever 7, on our brother Sever 7's first design, the Katuo Usurper prototype. And I got to say, I'm very impressed with this knife and can't wait for the production version. This is leaving later today to go back to Homie Sever. So I will unfortunately no longer be flicking this beautiful, beautiful knife. But check out that review if you haven't. And stay tuned because I will announce when these drop very, very soon. They will be available. Yeah, he's still making plenty 80-20s. Yeah. 3V carbon fiber Dimco 80-20.5 in the pocket today. And of course it has the lynch clip. Every AD or every Dimco design works better with a lynch clip. And the God, yay. Robin Dahlem, what it do, homie? How are you today? Hope you having a great day. I see Palmer Connolly found the horizontal chat. Yeah, they do. When they drop, they go fast normally. Also this week, you will see my review of the Dead Man Design Company Elixir. To me, this is one of those beast of the East knives. And where the North Mountain Blade BB&M is the perfect alternative to a Strider, this is the perfect half-priced alternative to like a Dixon to me, except a little smaller, or maybe a full tie Mac 2 3-inch, because it has that insane strength. We have 150,000 thick scales. We've got about 145 thousandths blade stock thickness. These scales are very thick, though they are heavily milled for weight reduction. They are crazy strong. This provides insane lockup, and this is the prototype. The production version is going to lock up even stronger with this stop pin being moved back slightly. This, for just over $300, gives me that same feeling of a McNeese, that I can punch this through car doors and take down walls. I'm apocalypse ready with the Dead Man Co. Elixir. He's a firefighter, and he is very, very hard on knives. He's broken quite a few 940s and other knives. He breaks car windows with his knife. He's cutting airbags out all the time. He's prying stuff when he's doing rescues, and he does it all with his personal knife. So he wanted a knife that would survive, survive working as a first responder or a soldier or working construction or any other thing where you're using your knife as as a multi-tool in ways you shouldn't. He made this completely flat here and strong to be used as a hammer. And then we've got 140 thousandths or 145 thousandths of MagnaCut. So very, very tough. Review coming soon. I spent over an hour talking with Matt of Dead Man on Sunday night. He chatted with me on the phone for an hour. Let me ask him a whole bunch of questions about him and the knife. And just a really cool dude. Yeah, better be ready. This knife went on Kickstarter, and it is not currently available. However, a little over 100 of them or so, maybe, I don't know. Actually, I don't know exactly the number, but I do know that their production versions will be available very soon. These are due into him any day. He's got to QC them and package them, and then they're going to go to the Kickstarter backers first. Once they go to the Kickstarter backers, there are 3 retailers. I can share 2 of them will be US, and these will be available to our European friends through a retailer in Europe. I can't say who yet, but I will be able to let you guys know before these drop and where you can pick them up. There's this version plus a full DLC. Making sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat while I was talking about that dope knife. Looks better than the Dixon. I the looks of this. I just love it. And they work. Everything about it works so well. It's comfortable. That finger divot is perfect. Perfect. And I love that it looks like the blade is too big for the handle. when you flick this out, especially when you're looking at it in person, it's like, how does that much blade fit in the handle? It's just the way he pushed it to the max. I am impressed. And talk about comfortable in a beef jerky Defender grip. Impressive knife. Review coming this week. I love a broad blade. So do I as well. That's what made me fall in love with the growler the first time I flicked it open. Like, I'm usually not a big belly guy. Y'all know I'm horny for warnies. But some knives just do it for me. And this homie Lefty was dope enough to send me some Devos that had already sold out, but that I hadn't had a chance to review. He sent them to me and then to Sever 7. And this was one of them. And the moment that chunky blade came flying out, I reached out to Lefty and said, "Can I buy this?" Oh, just wait, because I'm going to ask you guys to help me with my final decision on that knife. That is the DBD and Monster Glideman. It's the Monster Glideman DBD edition, I guess would be the better way to put it. And we're going to show some more of that soon. That is dropping in 1 month and 1 week, pretty much. We are so freaking close. Growler really is. The broad blade would be a good YouTube channel. I agree. Yeah, another one that did it for me. The Kubi Hamster. Completely different style of broad blade, but still, it gave me that happy in my pants feeling when I flicked it out. Oof. We will also have a review on the Max Ace Peregrine 3 coming up, as well as the insane GFG knives, something or other. I really don't know the name of this knife. I just know it's a wicked cool knife sent in by our homie Sever. I was on the lock bar. By our homie Sever 7 for me to check out. Just a wild and crazy knife. Also this week, or well, because I've got some other videos that I need to stack in there. So it's gonna be your first Oldham. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that, brother. Also, in the next 2 weeks, I'm recording it this week, but you'll see it sometime in the next 2 weeks. My review of the Cold Steel Engage sent in by big homie Projectiles Are Sharp. But I have something that showed up yesterday that you just have to see. So, long time channel homie. What's up, Jesse? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you, homie. Long time channel homie. Member Kripple Krew Inc. Caleb sent in his Benchmade. Oh man, that clack. So much more solid than any other Benchmade crossbar I've handled. But he sent in his Super Freak in M4 and carbon fiber. Or is that a G10 with a wicked? That's a G10 with a wicked cool finish. Oh man, that sound. It doesn't even sound like a Benchmade. It's so solid. It feels like a real knife. It's got a full size grip. I know it's priced like a Benchmade, which is why I hadn't bought one. As much as I love the look of this knife, it is priced like a Benchmade. But we will be reviewing Caleb's Black and Red Super Freak and with the Lynch Northwest said Stevie clip. You like that? Nah, my mini grip. You guys know I really do like the mini grip. I'm not going to talk crap about that knife. This was prior to checking out the Super Freak. This was the only Benchmade that I really liked. And it's still the only one in my collection because I got this on a $99 deal. And I don't think I'm going to find that deal on a Super Freak. So I'm not paying much more than that to add Benchmade to my collection. But the mini grip, it was pretty good out of the box. But with Flytanium scales, it's great. Picked up a Freak on the secondary a while back. Great knife. Yeah. Sheep's Foot Griptilian's your favorite Benchmade. Yeah, Spidey hole. Gotta have the Spidey hole Sheep's Foot. And now that I have a mini grip, I wanted either a full size or a mini. Now that I have a mini, I don't want a full size grip. I want a full size Ritter Hogue. I don't want another Benchmade. I'd rather get the Ritter Hogue. I think they should redo the grip by giving us stronger springs and an adjustable setting on their crossbar. I'd be so thrilled with this. I just found some springs that I'm probably going to be putting into here to tighten this up a little bit. You guys, it's not because the action is bad, but because you guys know I like a stiffer detent on my crossbars. Probably a better chance of me getting pregnant than them redoing it. True that. Yours is from a Zach win. Oh, that makes it one you got to keep forever. Yeah, see, that's the problem. If it had real springs, like say pickled steel strength or Kaiser springs, and I found that's what I'm going to put in here. I found a set of Kaiser springs that I'm going to put in here, like I did my Hogue Deca, and that turned my Hogue Deca into one of the best crossbar knives I've ever felt. So I'm going to do that to this. If they had thicker springs in this, and even just give us 3 spots for adjustability, I think this would be much, much better. Yeah, that's never a bad thing. Rhino, you've got one of the premium rhinos coming from Ramet. And the other knife that Caleb sent in for review. This will probably give you a clue. Balagatha's sister has come to the channel for me to review. Caleb's gorgeous spike in Nitro V and black and red kieranite with red G10 liners and the dope kieranite bead from our brother Aries. What a beautiful knife. Oh, speaking of, what's up, brother? Check out what just came in yesterday. What is in my hand? I've got Lagatha's little sister. Caleb fell in love with Lagatha so much that he ordered a spike from Aries. And he went the opposite route. I went with mine to look like a workhorse. He went with his to look like a dresser, and it's still a workhorse. I'm like, no doubt. His has jimping. I like that jimping. And this is the first like kieranite. No, this isn't the first kieranite because I've got to handle another Aries that had kieranite scales, I believe. No, glow scales, burlap. No, I don't think I have held kieranite because that Bloomcliff wasn't. But I thought it would be a lot slicker, but it's actually not bad to grip. The micarta, of course, grips tighter. But that kieranite feels good. Yeah, beautiful work, Aries. And just two sexy fixies. You will be seeing Caleb's pretty lady on the channel soon. His has the black and red sheath. Looking good. Put that back in the box for the moment. Protect it. Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous. Yeah, he has wanted ever since he was on your books. Way back then, he asked me if I would be willing to review it after he got it, since he ordered it after seeing Lagatha on my channel. And I said I would love to check it out. And he's had some very severe health issues. By the way, folks, if you haven't, please add our brother Caleb to your prayers. He's been in the hospital for a while, and his stay has been extended way longer than he expected. Let's pray that he's home and feeling better very soon. But yeah, he sent it in right before he went back in the hospital this time. So we will be looking at his spike. Such a beautiful knife. Man, that sound. It's pretty close to centered. It needs to be tightened a little. Looks like a T10. Yeah, it is. Okay, we'll tighten that up. See, are we still a little too tight? There we go. There we go. Now, come on. I don't want to loosen it up. I just want to settle in at that. Now it's centered and locked up. That really is a comfortable grip on the Super Freak. Clint Crosby. What's going on, homie? Oops. Right there. There we go. Good to see you. Mick Effin Ranger, member of Kripple Krew Inc., finally has his hat. Hope you having a killer day, brother. So, before I ask you guys for help on the final decision for the DBD Glideman edition, let's do some pocket checks. What are you guys carrying? You know, you can always shoot me a picture on Instagram if you want to share that carry with the Kripple crew. I am going to share our buzz. I'm grabbing your carry right now from Noffy Time. So you don't have to send me yours, Baz, unless you want to share a different picture. But Baz, with his new glow-in-the-dark EDC tray, with that gorgeous Demco 8020 full tie, and you can't see it, but now rocking a titanium can't talk. Titanium Lynch Northwest Deep Carry Clip. And the Molsec 808 Destroy. Or Decay. 808 Decay. Look at that full tie frame lock S90V sheep's foot. Yes, S90V sheep's foot and full tie frame lock for $135 after code DBD. Killing it. Yay, yay. What is the rest of the Kripple crew rocking in the pockets? Evil homie BDB is definitely going to be adding this to his stealth carry. You could even put this around your belt and drop in. I would want a longer one. If you could put a longer one on and use it as a static cord and drop it in your belt or inside of your waistband. That way, if you had to shake it loose and let it drop down your leg, you could. But then if it was long enough, you could pull it out and use it still if you had a long enough static cord. Yeah, it's not a big knife at all, but the ergos allow you to fit. That Boz carries an AD20 full size regularly, and the 808 could fit in quite a few fifth pockets. It'll be a little big for some for a fifth pocket, but it's not a whole lot bigger overall than the Cricket Pilar. I guess about a half an inch. But with just like the Pilar, you get full choke up ergos on it. Not a big knife, but put in that big work. Robert Willoughby, my man, what it do? What's in the pockets? Jesse's rocking that grip and the ace beam poker lit. Yay. Still carrying the shaman. By the way, check out Demco's site, Austin 8020.5 for $45. Yo, I gotta look that up real quick. Holy crap. D2 and carbon fiber, $60. Okay, we're gonna share this. I do not have a Demco affiliation, folks. But these prices are stupid. So $45 for Austin egg ivory in either a shark foot or a clip point. I think I have to pick one of those up after this stream because that's just too dumb not to. But actually, since I already have Austin, I might go D2 and carbon. Oh, it's sold out. Never mind. D2 DLC for less than 100. Like, these are some dumb prices. Oh, D2 for $52. Sold out. I was going to say I don't have a D2 version yet. So I was thinking about snagging one. But I can absolutely... Man, look at this price. For 20 CV in carbon fiber. Big fat pivot. Fat pivots. And what happens when we add to the cart? Does it stay the same price? Yeah, okay. But wow, folks. We're going to look at some other prices here real quick. I will catch up on the chat in a minute. Let's see what nano sharks are priced at. Razor sharks are down to $60. 80 for the Grivery. This is down from 365. 207. That one's down a little bit. Oh, I want that. I would take a Grivery. I really want the Razor Shark too. Let's check out Shark Cubs. You guys know I love my Shark Cub. 20 CV down to 152. How about that? These are down again. 72 down from 90. So this is the lowest price I've seen on, and you can get a slicer shark right now. These injection molded shark cub scales, MC said were more comfortable than the expensive scales because they're contoured. Let's see. Let's look at they don't have any 80/20s on here. Fixed blades. MagnaCut free reins. 200 for USA MagnaCut. These are on sale. The Austin A's are on sale. It's a good price for those. 3V. Oh, man. So hard not to spend money right now. So hard. Catch it back up on chat. Just had my usual Kerry Kaiser drop bear in 20 CV and toxic storm carbon fiber flytanium beef and the Olipaton 3. Jesse's working that sour diesel. William Hornbaugh, soul member Kripple Krew Inc. popping in with them badass emojis. Oh, what it do? What it do? What's in the pockets, my man? You say yes, you forgot to ask what strain again. Strawberry sauce for our brother Robin Dahlem. Them cards, those great holiday sales. How did this simply go? Buy two and save twice as much. Damn. PM2 got it done. You can send pictures if you want. Man, I've never had problem with D2. I just take care of it, and I sweat in the summertime. But a little bit of matte wax, or wicked wax, or sex wax, or any of those, bolt butter, any of those goes a long way to protecting D2. It's already partly stainless, partly corrosion resistant. So with some wax on it, it's great. Want a small pivot because there's some great aftermarket parts. There really are. That's why buying that Austin A for $45 is stupid deal, because everybody makes all kinds of scales for that. You can get a Demco clip for it, and Demcos and cold steels and Flightaniums, all from the same factory in Taiwan. Their Taiwanese Austin A is a phenomenal user steel. Yay. Almost bought a textured titanium nano, but got the smooth tie 80-20.5 instead. That way you can reblade it. Hell yes. Rysax, what's going on? Yeah, kind of. Bo, Steve-O. Yes, you are in the Cool Kids horizontal chat side. There's also a vertical stream going at the same time to welcome new members to the Kripple Krew. By the way, folks, we hit 2,800 subscribers today. 2,800 on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, and gals, for your support. It's been awesome. I never imagined we would grow like this. So thank you so much for that. Once I catch up on this chat, I'm going to ask. Yay, I agree. Carrying a QSP parrot. Hell yeah. Catching up on the chat before we take a look at and get your opinion on the last question we need to answer. Today, I got get Cold Steel Magnum Kukri and FGX Tanto Taipan and Bally Song. Yay. Squad shot. What it do, homie? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you. I see you are in the vertical stream. It is absolutely cool if you chill there and lurk or chat, whatever. But if you want the horizontal chat where more people are, is pinned in the pinned link. Flipping my Glow Rhino Fermi. Nice. Oasis Outback had a bunch of D2, but I went with 154 CM. Yay. 154 CM is always a good blade steel. Keeping shit fresh since the 1700s. Banana cake for mud. Hell yeah. Squat shot dropping them badass emojis. I have a handful of stuff hitting the Etsy store tonight. That's right. We will take a look right now at Aries drop tonight. I'm going to share what he has going on the website at 5 p.m. Eastern. You'll see this better if you're in the vert chat. I mean, I keep saying it wrong. You'll see this better if you're in the horizontal chat. This is Aries drop tonight. Pocket hatchets or packet hatchets are back. And then 2 Aries EDC Max. I think those are both Maxes. Beautiful. And then, This one right here is such a useful blade shape with that chubby, comfortable handle. And then look at this with that pistol grip style angle. That's going to point this tip out at whatever it's going to put it right towards whatever you're working on. These scales are beautiful. I'm telling you, if you guys want to be in on this drop, you're going to have to be ready, and you're going to have to beat Sean Batts and Trouble Bunny at getting this pair right here. Because I could see that as a his and hers. More, look at that. I don't know. We'll let Aries give the information on those. Paul Mills, member for 10 months, says congratulations on 2,800. Thank you, homie. We will do a little bit of Benchmade Super Freak acoustics for your salute, because they just the whack. $10 months of support. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, homie. Look at people dropping them badass emojis, showing support for Paul. Lord of Quantum Level Destruction. Good to see you, Robo. Will the real Steve please stand up? I had to put my leg on first. Rolf Robinson. What it do, homeboy? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. for 9 months. Says congrats on 2,800. How about a PSYOP salute? One of my most ergonomic pickups of 2025. I truly appreciate your support, Rolf. Thank you so much. California Conservative, what it do? What it do? Letting you stack the code. Hell yeah. Down to $40. Wow. What 10% code did you use, homie? Got one of the hoodies? Long enough for your leggy ass? Maybe you just got a fat neck, homie. So maybe, folks, if you're buying a hoodie, if you got a bit of a girthy neck, you might want to size up one. Cobra Tech Gideon and Black Blade and Carpet Fiber 154 CM that you picked up yesterday. That is pretty wicked dope. Yeah, that we'll show. I'm going to show the clip you sent to me. Yes, they're Max. They're both Maxes. One in Pro Cut and one in 80 CRV2. So if you're going to want to get in on those Maxes, you're going to have to beat Trouble Bunny and Sean Batts. Bass Beast, welcome to Kripple Krew Inc. And thank you for the support, brother. How about a Dead Man Design Co. Elixir salute? I truly appreciate your support. Thank you, my brother. Scrolling, yeah, Wix code 35% off, and you can use code DBD to get 45% off. 45% off. Look at that support for all the member milestones and the new member dropping the badass emojis. Welcome and hell yeah. I haven't either. I'm gonna scribble that down real quick. D3MKO10. Hell yeah, I'm gonna try that out because I think I'm gonna have to steal one of those for $40, even if I give it away as a gift. It's just worth buying. Yo, if those are still available after the stream, I think I'm gonna pick one up to use as the 3,000, so part of the 3,000 subscriber giveaway. We've got that's going to be coming up in the not too distant future. We're only 200 subs away. Could you imagine giving away a Demco 8020.5? Just keep catching up on the chat. You can trip by flicking or licking a frog. What happens when you lick an alien? Depends on where. All depends on where you lick them. Let's check the Instagram pictures real quick, and then we're going to talk about the DBD Glideman. But Feist. This is let's see, this was Steve L's, right? Yes, Steve L. That looks so comfortable. That looks like a very comfortable user knife. I'm not familiar with it. Kelly White got that Marlin. She got her T-Kel Piranha as per usual. And then she got a Marlin Spike. That's a County Com Marlin Spike. I might have had one of those at some point. We have an official Man Cave pocket art. Clint Crosby dropping that QSP Parrot. Still a banger budget knife. Our boy, BNA, the human cheat code, with the large pivot Demco 8020.5. We've got a poker from our brother Brian F., I believe. Robin Dahlem. Ooh. Barker Knives. Look at that finish. Whoa. 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 I like. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down and find William Hornbossel's message to me real quick. There it is. I didn't want to leave it all up while I was scrolling. Here we go. We're going to share William Hornbossel's new Cobra Tech with the hidden release. Carbon fiber scales, 154 cm, hidden release. Pow. Look at that. Beautiful modern take on a stiletto. That is one clean knife. Oh, we got some more to catch up on. We got one from our brother, Kane Miranda. Yeah, ProTech whiskers. Yeah, I see it. But much less expensive. We've got Kane Miranda carrying an awesome CT0308. And that beautiful TRM Neutron 2 with the gorgeous contoured micarta scales. Burning, you got to be burning. Our homie One Moon with the axial shift and the no voodoo and the pocket art. And then our boy Rolf Robertson is going to show me. Ooh, look at that concept. Such a wicked design. Is that a utilizator design? That looks like a utilizator design. On the edge, EDC. Remember Kripple Krew Inc.? What's going on? Kind of windy today in Wyoming. What it do? Tristan, Projectiles Are Sharp, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you, brother. If you want to pop in the Vert chat with the all the cool kids, I mean the horizontal chat. I keep saying Vert. If you want to pop in the horizontal chat, that is pinned in the link, homie. Yes, both. Yeah, I figured that was Brian F. Oh, that was the James Carter XL. That's why it looks so familiar. Josh wants to be Tazen Kane today. All right, I think I'm caught back up. Yay. Don't forget to stab the like button, especially if you bouncing from the vert chat to the horizontal. Stab it before you leave it. Back to work. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, brother. Have a killer day, William. I have not seen it. I ain't seen it, Robo. I don't really follow her content. So I ain't seen her red dress. Concept has the Navaja. That's dope. Is it designed by Utilizator? Or is it just an in-house design? Because Utilizator does this on every design so far. That's why it looks like a Utilizator to me. Our brother Tristan checking in. Oh, Dirk Pinkerton. Duh. That's based on one of his customs. Duh. That's why the design looks so familiar. Robo, you like strong hands, huh? That is one really nice red dress. All right. After the stream, I'm going to have to check that one out. Needs to do 20.5 and 20 CV, 3V, or S35 with a DLC. I like my 3V DLC a lot. DLC 3V Sharkfoot, Flightanium micarta scales, Lynch Northwest deep carry clip, of course, and the Rips Garage Tech Ultim backspacer. I mean, being able to do this is why getting those Austin A's for $40 is such a stupid deal. I have currently, let me grab it in. Three Dimco 8020.5s that all look completely different. Of course, all have a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip, obviously. But, I mean, we've got Flightanium micarta, Rips Garage Tech Ultim, original goat aluminum. There is so much you can do to this knife that being able to buy one for $45 is stupid. This is one of the greatest EDC knives of all time. Of all time. Not of recent memory. Of all time. And this one in Austin A has, this was my very first Dimco 8020.5. It's my most used 8020.5. and it'll still cut like nobody's business. This Austin A has held an edge better than I ever expected it to. It's corrosion resistant and very tough. Like, if you're getting a worker, you can't beat buying a Demco for $45 and being able to beat the hell out of it. Yeah, the Navaja it has been around for a long time. Yeah, they did. You don't see the DLC as often, but this 3V DLC is dope because I will never have to worry about this corroding. I'm not too worried about it on my regular 3V. You know, I wipe it down. It looks like it needs to be hit with some Wicked Clean right now and then put a little bit more Mad Wax on it. And do that every couple of months, and I'm never going to have to worry about it. But you could turn, I mean, you can get Demco scales from Flytanium very inexpensive using code EDC with DBD. By the way, I hope everybody knows they have absolutely made it right with TJ. People other than that person he was speaking to found out about it and have done everything they can to make the situation right. So I'm going to put it down to a rogue employee. You feel me? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I have always had great luck with oh, I see. I have always had amazing luck with Flytanium's customer service. I'm Team True Blood. That's all I'm going to say. I'm Team True Blood. All right, back to the chat. That distracted me long enough. Jim Cox, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, homie? Good to see you. They're just mad because she's going to make it look small. Them big ass hands. Had to come back and hit the like button before going back to work. I appreciate you, brother. Have two 20.5s of the OG scales, one with RSD scales, but both in 35 because I grabbed a BOGO. Yay, yay. Yeah, yay. Yeah, BOGO. When they do BOGOs, it's like, duh. Not only is it not only is it my favorite fidget lock, absolutely favorite fidget lock, but it's one of the toughest locks on the market and one that I can choke up and bear down on. And I'm never worried that this thing is going to close on my hand or that the lock is going to fail me. It's also one of the easiest lock systems to take apart and put back together. So simple to maintain or modify. The construction for such an amazing lock is ridiculously simple. Hinder a fanboy many years, but Demco's kicking it out of its throne. Yay, yay, yay. Kneel to the Mac is an OFNG member for 1 year. What it do, brother? What it do? You're going to get a, you know what? We're going to go with the even clackier Shark Lock. Shark Lock salute for you. With the OG scales, to me, this one sounds the best. I appreciate your support. Members, drop those emojis showing how badass a year of support really is. Thank you, brother. 20 CV shark foot, textured and smooth tie. Yeah, they got to have the Lynch Northwest clips. No, they're still making small pivot, to my knowledge. Kurt White, what's going on, homie? Finally picked up your first Shark Lock. Love it. What's up, EDC Squirrel? Welcome. Hope you're having a killer week so far. You know, I also have the Blade HQ exclusive smoked Ultim. I need more smoked Ultim in my life. Smoked Ultim 20 CV Shark Cub. I want more Shark Cubs. Blade HQ also had slicer and shark foot blades on smoked Ultim with smooth scales like this and with textured smoked Ultim. I really want a slicer and a shark cub smoked Ultim shark cub. If anybody out there ever knows of one for sale or trade, let me know, because I need the set. I would love at least one to be textured tie, or textured smoked Ultim. But I need all three blade shapes in smoked Ultim. I love that the Shark Cub has the fat pivot, by the way. I guess the regular homie Josh has been on vacation, and that's the dude I deal with most of the time, and he's amazing to deal with. And when I've dealt with their customer service before, I've had no issues. But I guess, and I'm gonna screw it. I guess this Amanda person really shit the bed. Team Drew Blood. Sometimes, quite often, actually, during these lives, as you know. Yeah, stupid deal. Plus, you can use, if you haven't bought on the website, as our homeboy pointed out earlier, you can use the code DEMCO10 if it's your first time purchasing from the website direct, and save an extra 10%. You can get an 80/20.5 for $40. If they're still available after this live stream, I have to get one, and I will use it as part of my 3K giveaway. Get down on it. Get down on it. Uh-oh. Brian White turning old AF tomorrow. We'll have to say happy birthday tomorrow. Yes, I do. Treevy? DLC. No clue where Tristan got this. Oh, Tristan got this on the secondary. I don't know where this was originally offered. I haven't seen this offered anywhere. So I don't know where it was offered. But when it was offered to me as trade, I was bad about it. Threw that RAR GT backspacer in to make it pop. And I love this. I have no clue where 3V DLC came from. Like which retailer. What do you recommend for custom scales? You know, there's quite a few good people doing them. If you're looking for a company, it depends on the knife. Like, what knife are you looking for? Flytanium does great. Micarta, um, G10, aluminum, titanium scales for a lot of knives. Rips Garage Tech has Ultim, carbon fibers for a whole bunch of different knives at Rips Garage Tech. Original Goat does titanium, aluminum, Ultim, Lexan, all types of scales for a whole bunch of knives. Or there are people in this community, like just for an example, Dylan for the Win, who make beautiful custom fat carbon and camel carbon scales for just about any knife you send them. So there's some great companies, and there is also awesome people in our community who do it. Our brother Brian F. He can make custom micarta scales with like glow liners and such for different knives. Get those badass emojis everybody dropping. I know, right? It's not mine. You missed it earlier when I first was showing this. Our brother Caleb sent this in for me to review, his Super Freak. And I was saying that it surprises me. It doesn't feel or sound like a Benchmade at all. It feels like a real knife. I dig this Super Freak a fair amount. I'll be reviewing that. And he also sent in his custom spike that he ordered after seeing Lagatha on the channel. And he's always wanted me to do a video on it. Because like I said, it was Lagatha that really made him fall in love with the spike. He went a definite different route. Went the beautiful, like wild dress route. And there she is, Lagatha and her little sister. But Caleb sent that in with the Super Freak. That's why there's a bug or a Benchmade on the table. Put this back in the box. I'm not leaving this out on the mat right now because I don't want to smack it with another knife. This is his custom. So being very careful with it while I'm not showing it. So there was a reason to have the Benchmade on the table. Yeah, Josh is a good dude. He's Brian White. Yeah, it was sometimes with numbers. Kershaw Blue Serrated Tonto with said Stevie Clip, Mini Pyrite, Sawgon Keyring, and Nikron C1 Light. Yay, yay! Yes, I'm very glad they made it right too. Take it easy, Rolf. Always good to see you, brother. Doesn't it look good? Because I know you would get a set of purple scales or get a set of stonewash scales and send them to dark water to be purplized. And then a purple and blacked out blade Sharks put 8025 would be gorgeous. Again, I don't know if these are sold Still by whatever retailer had it. Speaking of, did you guys see the NYX knives M4 and micarta shaman that's about to drop? That thing is nuts. You know I love me some old thumb. You know it. Oh, and that reminds me, we got to take a look at my knife. Need a DLC Demco. Small pivot in D2. Yay, yay. I was going to grab the one on the Demco site, but when you click it, they are sold out. Yes, and now the price has gone up again. So these, when they launched, were $250. And the Deadly Daughter bought this for me. When they first launched that year, that Black Friday, they did a BOGO. If you bought one of these, the 3V Tonto for $250, you got an OS 10A for free. So she bought me 2 Demcos for $250. She was 15, but she'd been working, and that's what she bought Daddy with her first real paycheck. And of course, these have been customized because they will always be a part of my collection. But then these went down to $179. And War Room and I tried to tell people, buy them. $179. This is my favorite. As much as I love the Sharkfoot blade, this 3V Tonto is a better slicer. It's just such a phenomenal work shape. They've gone back up over $200 again, but still absolutely worth it. Can't wait for the OG scales. That's going to look so good. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up and see whose name was that. Dylan for the win. I'm looking for your previous comment. Prior to that, maybe it was agreeing with was Dylan for the win. Yeah, Dylan for the win. If that's who you're talking about, I've seen some beautiful stuff from him. Sheila, member Kripple Krew Wink, checking in on the vert side. Don't forget to stab that like button, Sheila, before you pop over to the horizontal chat, which is linked in the pin description and the pin link, so that you can say hello. I don't know if Carbonize is still doing it. Well, glad to have you back. Sheila's in the horizontal side. Diamond Cut Steel. What's going on? Good to see you again. They can't. Diamond Cut is driving, so they can't tag. But he does what's up, and he done. He loves you. You Lagatas, little sister. Orange with blacked out blade would be even better. Oh, check out the Bluminati Dojo. He's going to drop some of his custom poker chips, and they are sick. She really is a good daughter. I have less Tontos than I have Spyderco. Okay, it was when I mentioned Diller for the win. I thought so. I appreciate that, Sheila. Stabbing both like buttons. Love you, brother. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better today. I will talk to you soon. Let's look at the DBD Glideman. Give me 1 second. I'm downloading these. I have them on my phone, but I'm downloading them to my computer real quick so that it's easier to show you guys. All right. Now, here is, okay, how do we make that bigger? I'm trying to get, you can actually, that's crazy. You can actually see it just as good on the vert side as the horizontal side. We might open that file a different way. I'm going to present a different image file. Oh, let me remove this one. I've never tried sharing a file this way. Why won't you open the file I want? Oh, there it is. So, this is what we're looking at for logo placement for the DBD logo. The best place to get it to where it will still show on the knife under the ultim is on the lock bar. We can rock with it, or we can rock without it. I think, personally, that it looks, there's how the clip would go right next to it. I personally think it looks dope, but what do you guys think? Because I'm either going to rock with it or rock with no logo. Kripple Krew can help me make the final decision. That's how it looks with the satin liner. There will be 75 of those with a satin blade, and with the PVD liner or DLC liners, there will be 175 of those with the DLC blades. So on the one, it comes out black. On the other, it comes out satin. It's going to look, I think, cool either way. Now, one more. I want to see if I can share, if it will let me share the video. Okay, that's all the video was. I just wondering if it was going to get any bigger for you guys. But let me remove. What do you guys think? Do we rock with the logo? I prefer the Cane Man, but the Cane Man is too hard to do that small. The Cane Man's got to be a little bigger. They can do the skull with the knife and cane that small. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear your mug is on the way. I'm glad everybody likes the way that looks. Tenable Bomber, yay, yay. Can't wait to get one or two. Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah, there's so much to do to it, right? I can't wait for it, brother. Yeah, there's so much to do to the Plitanium. No logo on the blade, and I'll show you why. There is no flat large enough to put that logo, and I'm not going to put a big logo out here. But with the big blade hole opening that I don't want to get rid of, and then the huge dip, There's nowhere on the blade to put the logo. So that's why I asked them to go on the liner somewhere under the Ultim. And that lock bar positioning was the spot they found that worked the best. I can't wait till that flipper is gone. But yes, it'll be beautiful DLC 154 CM without billboarding and the DBD logo in the Ultim. It's one of the best user blade shapes. It's, you know, that beautiful low tip with some belly. Gives you a little bit more usability than, you know, my standard horny for warny blades. This choke up spot is going to be even more comfortable without the flipper tab here. And it's going to open up the ergos for a couple of different grips. But this blade shape with that thumb divot is just so comfortable to lock in. So comfortable to lock in. Yeah, there's nowhere on the blade that I'm willing to put the logo. And for a run of 250, it would have driven up the cost a fair amount to make new pivots that didn't have the Fairmonster logo and instead had the DBD logo. It's something that I'm looking at for the premium Glideman. But for the budget Glideman, the first edition DBD, changing the pivot to a DBD pivot, it made it to where I wasn't going to be able to price these to where you can get them for right about $100. So instead, I was like, okay, where can we hide it under the Ultim that you'll be able to see it? Awesome. I'll let them know everybody likes it. And because the first edition is Ultim, I didn't want to laser engrave the handle. It's all textured Ultim. So I didn't want to start burning Ultim. That's why we're doing the lock, or the lock bar. On titanium, on the premium Glideman, there's a possibility of possibly like lasering it out onto a scale, but definitely not on the Ultim. Absolutely neutered. Flipper delete the world and cover it in Ultim. I've said for a long time before I locked in this collaboration. And I really think that it's going to be the nicest version of the Glideman. Great Lake Derelict, what's going on? I am doing fantastic today. Hope you are as well. You're not going to see a lot of the chat right now because you're in the vertical stream. You're welcome to chill there or to stab that like button and then click at the pinned link, which has the horizontal chat, which is where most of the people are hanging out. Yeah, there's some stuff we're working out on that premium one. What I can say is that the blade is almost certainly going to be DLC Max. Of course, I'm going to offer a smaller run of satin as well. And on those, I'm going to work for a hand satin finish. But the bulk of the run will be DLC Max. If the backspacer was a little wider, it would fit on there well. But I think where they're going on the lock bar is slightly wider than this. But that is a spot to think about on future ones. On the premium ones, I want to do a numbered run inside the backspacer. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. DLC LMAX with this blade shape and textured tie. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, LMAX is one of the best working steels for sure. Yes, and we are sticking to keep the cost down on the budget version. We are sticking with the wire clips, but of course I'm making it reversible. All of them will be lefty friendly. And you know what? Let's just do this real quick. Of course, full T8 hardware. Ain't playing with no T6s. On the premium version, even the lock bar insert will be T8. And I have one right here. Let's see. Take this one out of my Lil Native, and then line up my little screw hole. Come on. Let's actually just use this pocket clip screw. We'll slide it in underneath. Oops. Flip. My fingers hate detail work. My fingertips are so jacked. That one's not going to be long enough. So we will need a longer clip screw. I'm going to have to talk to them about a longer clip screw. Because a Lynch Northwest deep carry titanium Spyderco wire replacement clip will fit. It's just that the screw that I have is too thick, so I would need to make sure that I can get a hold of longer screws that do fit. Yeah, that's just too big. I'm sure I've got a screw here that'll fit it, but you'll be able to rock a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip if you don't want the standard wire clip. I'm going to put that wire clip back in for now. I like a good wire clip. They don't bother me at all. There are several knives that I still rock with the wire clip. But I do want people to be able to throw on, the Lynch Northwest deep carry. I bet you if I would have taken the one off of my Ace Riv, it probably would have fit the screw better. But, so, Ultim with DLC 154cm and the ability to rock a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip. Absolutely. I appreciate you. Yeah, it'll look fantastic with the Lynch. Take it easy, Jason. Have a good one. Man, I've never checked one out until Caleb just sent his in. I got here last night. And I gotta say, I want one. I would change out the spring to one that's a little stronger, but it's not that this one is bad. The action on this, the sound, the feel is so much better than most Benchmades I have handled. Most. I will give leeway to the mini grip. You guys know I'm a big fan of this little banger. But like, this is a Benchmade I actually would enjoy getting in the collection. I'm just never going to pay the butterfly tax. So it'll end up having to be a trade or something. I said it absolutely had to be lefty friendly. She loves the little native with the 20 CV. Yeah, it's for one, it's a great blade steel to have in there. But two, the neon green does look great. If I ever swap the scales, which I always think about possibly doing, if I ever swap the scales, I'd send these to you so you could put them on any little native. But I can never trade this little native because this was a gift from Mrs. Deadly. It just takes the right one. Just takes the right one to get them going. It used to be great because Kaiser used to put an extra set in all the clutch locks. They don't do that anymore. Luckily, I went through my old boxes and I found a couple of clutch lock springs that I can use. And like if you got, when they were available, if you got a, oh, that's not where it is. It's right here. It just came back to me from Sever 7. But if you got a pickled steel Warhog, they came with an extra set of beefy springs that are fantastic. They also come with an extra one of these extra wide wire clips, which is my favorite wire clip, honestly. I even put the extra one on my Manix 2 lightweight. But there is a website that's like lefty and Neves Knives and a couple other guys use that I can't remember right now. I'm trying to think of which. Oh yeah, because the beef. You can get replacement beef Omega springs. I didn't think about that. That's a good call, homie. Yo, where's the beef? Where did I put it? It's not in its spot. Hey, yo, where's the beef? It's a hard knife to. Oh, there it is. I said it's a hard knife to lose. This would be a great spring to replace a Benchmade spring or any soft detent. The beef springs are phenomenal. Good call, homie. And you can buy these on the Flytanium website. Very inexpensive. Let me double check. We are going to the beef parts. Skips are only $11 and change after code DBD. I need to get a set of skips for mine. As I'm scrolling through the blades, I'm seeing upgrade kit. Where is Omega Springs? Hardware. I'm going to have to ask them why they don't have the Omega Spring for the beef available on here. Also, folks, I want to share something real quick. Oops, helps if I click the right buttons. Yeah, beef springs are great. Let's look at the Krew gear corner, because we have new hats available. These are available with blackout or charcoal. This is a low profile, softer cap. I like these in the wintertime. It's what I'm wearing right now because it keeps my head warmer than a trucker cap in the wintertime. So the dad hats are available now. I went just the logos, or we went just the logos on these so that it's a little bigger like we did on the beanies. Just to make them, just to help differentiate them from the trucker caps. If you all. Yeah, there we go. We wanted to differentiate them a bit from the trucker caps. So those are available now. Illuminati also updated the mugs so that all three logos are available on the mug. We've got the flags. And this one is a vertical flag. I appreciate everybody that has been ordering Krew gear. And so far, so good. Yes, I have to get it. I'm waiting for Josh to get back. So I'm gonna come on, here we go. There we go. I'm gonna try to get Josh to. I'm trying to see if he'll send me one. If not, I'm gonna have to order one. But and I'm not saying that Flightanium has not sent me enough. Flightanium really has worked with this channel amazingly well. My last knife I got from them, I got the beef deluxe package, and then right after that, which was my second beef, and we gave the first one away. And then right after that, the Arcade Pro. So, okay, so they do offer a crossbar spring set for only $1.50. There you go. Flightanium, that's the way. Save 15 cents with code EDC with DBD. All right, Robin Dahlem, have a killer day. Good to see you. So glad you're loving the hat. EDC Squirrel, appreciate you hanging now. Welcome to the Kripple Crew. We will see you again. Yeah, like I said, it's not like Flightanium hasn't taken care of me. But never hurts to ask. The more you guys use my links, the more they are willing to send stuff. And thanks to you guys, they've been sending stuff in. So we shall see. But yes, I do need to check out that theory. Matter of fact, let's share the screen and take a look at the theory together. I think this looks way better with the blade hole than it did with the weird shaped thumb stud. Even though I heard those thumb studs worked good, and the lines, the angle. I mean, I mean weird shape because it was different. It looked good with the knife, but this looks so much better. Especially that right there. $180 after code EDC with DBD. Get you the arc form theory in 20 CV and titanium. This is one good looking knife. And $180 for that DLC version or the regular is very, very good pricing. Yeah, the skull caps look killer to me, I think. And it's that time of year. I love shark locks. And Flightanium did it right. Yeah, that blowout sale. You know, I'm still very happy that this Saber in Ultim, which I really wanted, this was my first ever Ultim Grail. The first time I saw one of these, it was the first like knife with Ultim on it already that I saw that I wanted to have in the collection, and got it for a great trade. Brother Jimmy Krew knew how much I wanted it, bought it off the sale, and then I traded him my Tiger Stripe Titanium Tititius for this, but I was not able to get in on the theory when it was hella cheap. The studs look like they work great. Yeah, I like the new one. No, it's not discoed anymore. The new theory is back. It's brand new and it's back. It's Flightanium, not arc form, with blade hole. But yeah, the thumb stud one is discoed and you can't get it anymore. TRM Neutron 2 with purple haze for your 4K. That is awesome, Aries. That is awesome. And congrats on the growth, my brother. That's going to be a great giveaway. Oh, that's going to be a great giveaway. One more time. Oh, Tristan, I don't think you saw this. Yesterday, I received a gift from homie Stephen L. This is my second EDC Christmas gift so far of the year. He said he saw this and knew it had to be in my collection. It is an Evil Homie BDB ready Ultim Spike. Very, very pokey, girthy and strong. And the sheath is also made with zero metal. So 100% non-magnetic. They really do. They donated, they held back one of the original the first ever run of tagalongs, they held back a green micarta specifically for the Kripple crew when they all sold out of those PSP 47 knives, whatever number it is. And they saved one and we gave one away with the taco sheath. Alex Kerber got that. We will be coordinating on giveaways again. They're just amazing people that really do care about the community. And they make an insanely good knife. You want to talk about a fantastic Christmas present for somebody, you can pick up a USA made Magna Cut tagalong with a USA made leather sheath and an ulti clip for $149 after code DBD and TRM25. $149. That's insane. It's crazy to me that their knives start off at about the same price as Spyderco's. You can get Neutron 2s, Adams, and Bulldogs all starting at barely over $200 after code. Like, phenomenal value. But yeah, as soon as I opened this this gift up yesterday, Evil Homie BDB was like, ooh, that won't make things go beep beep. And for as big as it is, because it's Ultim, it's hella lightweight. Yeah, you guys know that I love my personal Neutron too. I love my TRM Atom with the Mike Irie custom hand ground hollow grind. The Bulldog is probably my 2025 knife of the year. My Holier Nerd is one of the best fifth pocket knives ever. Might as well. You got the Bulldog, Rev B, don't get it twisted, and Holier Nerd. I love me some TRM. It's not a steep price at all. To me, I see what you're saying too. But when you compare them to a Spyderco, so you can get a PM2 for just under 100 or just under $200 or just over $200 depending on the blade steel. Or you can get a G10 Atom for $205. The Atom to me has, as much as I like Spyderco, this is not a bash on Spyderco. Much better fit and finish and quality control since they're running much smaller batches. And then you can buy scales and do the quick swap anytime you want for a fair price as well. But the fact that these start out very close in price to a G10, PM2, or Para 3, to me, makes it a fair value. Now, once you start getting into titanium, yeah, they can get a little spendy. But again, when you think about the value, all USA made, all the titanium done in-house, perfect fitment. They become more well worth the investment. Not investment because they're not in. They can become well worth the money. It's a knife that you'll probably pass down. You know what I mean? Todd Carr, what it do? What it do? They are California Conservative. They are my favorite knife brand overall, period. Their fit and finish, again, phenomenal. QC, phenomenal. Their action, phenomenal. Everything made in-house in the USA. And the people there are amazing people who actually care about this community. They are my favorite company and so easy for me to recommend. And my discount code saves you $20 on every knife, $20 on your scale sets. Use code DBD and TRM25 to save money and get these for killer values. Love. You guys know. You guys know. I've said it maybe once or twice that I'm a TRM fan. It's no surprise to anybody here. They have become my number one. Almost $250 for knives with aluminum. Yeah. Yeah, I consider the prices to be very fair. For US made, insanely fair. I mean, this knife, this is good enough to be a $200 knife. If this was Chinese made with this level of quality, it would easily be worth the money that they're charging, but they're charging these prices for American made small batch knives. Oh, this Mike Irie. I love this. You can't beat TRM. And we've got the auto coming very soon, as well as Atom frame locks. And next month, some seriously sexy tag-alongs. I can't tell you yet exactly what they are. That is nuts. I've never even seen one of those. They have a tag-along coming out that will be a TRM website exclusive in January that you're not going to want to miss out on. If I am able to get one for myself, then we might use my tag-along, current tag-along as a giveaway. If I can't score one, I'm obviously keeping mine. But I'm going to try to buy one. There's only going to be 50. I'm going to try to buy one. And if I do, then my G10 one will be given away. But their milling now on the lizard skin tie is even nuttier than before. And the TRM Autos milling is even nicer than this. And not only are we going to have milled tie versions with fat carbon inlays and sapphire buttons, but there's also going to be a more affordable aluminum, textured aluminum version that's still going to be an insane banger of a knife. I can't wait for the TRM Auto. It is the number one production grail on my list at the moment. It has pulled ahead of the Dimco 8020. Cat Scratch, what's going on? Good to see you. I want to say one more time, thank you to the Kripple crew. We hit 2,800 subscribers this morning, and that's just awesome to me. We are coming up close on our 3K giveaway. I am so appreciative of all of you for your amazing support. Whether it's supporting the channel, whether it's supporting the Kripple Krew Gear Corner, you guys constantly have my back. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's see how many people are still paying attention. We did just hit a milestone today. So, let me find the one I'm looking for. Give me one moment. You know, I thought the same thing. It's not my style at all. When I handled them, I fell in love with using the blades. And now, like Spyderco, which used to look ugly to me, now their shape looks beautiful to me. This just, in the beginning, I'm not the biggest drop point guy. And in the beginning, this seemed like a basic shape to me. Getting them in hand and using it changed it for me. And which is why, just like Spyderco, now it's a gorgeous shape to me. But let's see who's still paying attention. If you guys want to do a giveaway for a 704 Mantis, one of their brand new knives, let's see some DBDs in the chat. Let's see how many people are paying attention. Drop DBD in the chat if you guys want to do a quick giveaway. 2,800 subscribers. I want to say thank you to you guys and give back. You know what? The winner will also get their choice. Also get their choice of either the Peanuts or Alien Zone Hank by Issuing Stitches, as well as some Krew stickers, including, I'm running out of these, but one of the original 50 glow-in-the-darks. Dwayne MF and Letterman, good to see you. Bell Bib DeVoe. So, number game rules. You will get one guess and one guess only. Isn't it, man? That's such a dope gift from homie Steve L. Such a dope gift. Not part of the giveaway. Not part of the giveaway. I'm keeping evil homie BDB Spike. But number game rules. One guess only. Closest without going over wins. I will give you the range in a moment, and then one of my mods will drop green lights, 9-fingered knives. What's going on? Must be 18 or older. And US or with a US proxy at least. And Baz, you have a US proxy. Agreed, Tristan. Agreed. So last time, number game rules. One guess only. Closest without going over wins. US shipping, 18 years or older. Thank you for dropping those. Bluminati. When you see my brother Blue drop green lights, your number range And I better write a number down real quick. Write this down before I say the number range so that you know I'm not cheating. Your number range will be 1 to 50. When you see the green lights, 1 to 50. Strider and Spyderco looked ugly to me. Now you love them both. Yeah, see? Once you use a knife, it can really change your mind. Rock and roll, Kripple Krew. Who's going to win? The surprise giveaway. You know, if I didn't do this as a surprise, if I would have put this into the live stream, obviously there'd be way more people here. But I like it that this is for the real ones to get a chance. It's for the real ones to get a chance. We've been going for 2.5 hours. Who's still paying attention and wants to win a knife to celebrate going over 2,800 subs? Such a useful blade shape. 14C, 28N. Micarta scales. A little bit of DBD oil on them, but not much because I've reviewed it, but I haven't carried this one a whole lot. I've been trying to keep it ready to give away. We will let this run for about another minute. There's not a whole lot of folks here. We'll let it run for about another minute. And when you see my brother Blue drop the red lights, we will be done. But somebody's going to get a 704 Gear Mantis, brand new, and an Issuing Stitches Hank. This is just my way of saying thank you guys for all of your support, and gals, my brothers and sisters, my homies and homegirls, for all of your support. 2,800 subs blows my mind, folks. And you guys to know I love you for it. If you haven't got your guess in, hurry up and get it in. Number range 1 to 50. 1 to 50. Super Sap, if you haven't put a guess in yet, put your guess in. Number range 1 to 50. Closest without going over in wins, and it's almost over. So if you haven't put a guess in yet, Super Sap, drop your guess. But yeah, somebody's going to win this cool knife. I've dug every one of the 704s I've checked out. Like, they've been great values for the money. Thank you for that, Super Sap. I appreciate that. If you didn't get a guess in, throw it up real quick. Throw up your number between 1 and 50 real quick, as long as you're 18 or over and in the US. But we've given away a bunch of 704 on this channel. He's a great dude to work with. I can call, he's got well over 2 million subscribers. I can call him when I have a YouTube question or an Amazon question or something, and he'll take the time to help me out. All right, red lights up. Our number. Ooh, cat scratch is damn close. I don't know if anybody's close, or we're about to find out. Is 28. 28 for 2,800 subs. We got Cat Scratch at 25. We've got Blind Woo. Oh, Super Sap. Damn, you did get a guess in early, and you were right on. Blind Woo, you was close. But to me, it looks like Super Sap won. Oh, yeah, YouTube changed that again. If you want it to go by your channel name, you just got to go back in and change your handle, and it'll update it to Izzy's Pure Country Outdoors Adventures. But Super Sap, welcome and congratulations. Do you have Instagram? Hit me up on Instagram at EDCwithDBD if one of the mods would be so kind as to drop my Instagram link. Hit me up there with with your real name and shipping address, and send a screenshot of your YouTube account just so that I see that it is you, SuperSap7. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Now, okay, you can email me. Thank you for dropping the link, Blue. But you can email me. It is my screen name at Gmail. EDCwithDBD at gmail.com. You can email me. Make sure you send me a screenshot of your YouTube account along with your shipping information, and we will get this out. Now, thank you, Brother Blue. Now, do you want aliens or peanuts for your sticker? Or for your Hank? Which one would you prefer? I better write down SuperSap 007 as the winner. Yeah, all of that. So Issuing Stitches actually sent in 15 Hanks. 5 different patterns on of 3 different sizes each. Or 3 different sizes, and each had 5 patterns. On all were different. He sent in a total of 15 Hanks. This will be the 12th Hank that we've given away so far of those. Blind Woo Fury, $5 super chat. Says help with shipping for the giveaway. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support, brother. It means a lot. I truly appreciate it. Which Hank do you want, homie? I didn't see yet, unless I missed it. Peanuts or aliens? It's not often that somebody pops in for the first time and gets a win on this channel, so congratulations, and hopefully we've got you as a subscriber for life now. And peanuts, got you. I'll wait for your email, homie. So peanuts is now spoken for. We do have at least one more that we're giving away. The main one that I kept for myself was this Aliens Hank. I loved this one enough that I kept it for myself. But I've given away all of them now, except for these 2. So actually, we've given away, this will be number 13. Thank you, Issuing Stitches. Also, oh, you don't have Instagram. I was going to say, do me a favor and follow Issuing Stitches on Instagram, but never mind. Yeah, folks, Bobby over at Issuing Stitches does awesome work. Bobby and Matt Yako have both supported this channel with giveaway Hanks. I gotta say thank you to both. Take it easy, Robert. Have a killer day. I do think we about to shut this one down for the day. As always, I appreciate the Kripple Krew, kicking it with me, spending some of your day in the chat. I love you guys. Thank you for 2,800 subs. Thank you to everybody who sends stuff in for me to review or give away. Thank you to everybody who watches these on the replay as well. Man, I'm glad to be able to help your day out, brighten your day a little bit, even a little bit. I'm sure it's a tough time. Glad that we can help at all, for sure. And that reminds me, right quick, this is a tough time of year for a lot of people. If your mentals get down, reach out and talk to somebody. Man, this community cares. You can reach out to me on Instagram at any time. If you've got my number, you can call me. You can email me. And there are so many people in this community that will take the time to listen to what you've got going on. And even if they can't do a damn thing about it, will absolutely add you to their prayers. And oftentimes just talking to people helps. Just talking to somebody can help. Your mentals are important. Don't let them suffer. Talk to somebody in this community. It doesn't have to be me, but I'm always here. All right, folks. Until next time, you know I love you, and thank you for your help with the final DBD Glideman choice today. I appreciate your input, and I appreciate your support. Have a killer rest of the day. Stay safe, stay frosty, but most importantly, folks, stay deadly.